on, people? So this is going to be the first Static Youth vlog. As I put a poll out on our Instagram page. Obviously, if you don't like it, go and check us out, Static Youth UK. A vast majority of people said that they would love to see a vlog, so that's what we're going to get on with. So today's vlog, just going to do a bit of a run through of my garage, and yeah, we'll just go from there, really. Here it is, a Static Youth garage. So let's go and have a look inside. Pre-warning, there is still boxes of stuff in here through moving in, but here we go. There it is, the Static Youth workshop. So if you've been following us from the very beginning, you've have seen my old house garage was completely ramsacked. I had physically no room to work whatsoever. Obviously, bear in mind, I do still have boxes at the back here. The plan is to fully deck it out once this is all up in the top of the garage. You can see that I've started boarding it up. So all of this obviously will be gone. And then the plan is we're going to speak to Garage Styles, get some black and orange checkered flooring, and also have the Static Youth logo in it. If you don't know who Garage Styles are, go and check out their Instagram, which I'll link into this video. I'll tag them in it. So anyway, so I've got an R8 down here. This is a promotion build. I've mocked up a couple of things for it. It is a well-known R8 that we're going to make another replica of. You might be able to guess whose R8 that will be, but again, check out the build when this is done. It's going to look wicked. Going on from that, I've got this wide boy Discovery build here, which we can do some work on. It is a little bit dusty, but it is fully protected polystyrene all round. Going on from that, I have another build here underneath this sheet. It is a very, very special build. So I'll give you a quick sneak peek. Here goes, be prepared. Only joking, I'm not going to reveal it yet because it needs to have a full video shoot in it. This is definitely, keep an eye on this build. This is a very, very special build. So anyway, let's do some work to the Discovery. So here it is, wide body Discovery build. I'm going to do a bit of a run through. I have posted pictures on Facebook and Instagram, but I thought I'd do a little walk around video as what's been done so far. So I've done a front splitter on the front here, full custom. Obviously splitter arms, support arms. I've actually done little LED running lights in here, which are amber. I've also uprated the LED in the headlight, which is super, super bright. So it could actually be driven at night, it's that bright. Got the front arches on. The reason they're not fully screwed in just at the minute, because I have had to have the bonnet off. This was actually a molded bonnet to the car, so I've cut all the way around to be able to make it so it can come off. So I'll remove the bonnet for the minute. So underneath we have a mini amp, and obviously hooked up to the front speakers. We use audio Boffins for our audio. Definitely go and check them guys out on Facebook and Instagram. Got a mini fuse board here, so this will be for the audio, side lights and neons, which there will also be neon lights underneath the bonnet. There's a reason for that, which I will be doing today. There's actually going to be a bonnet vent here, so you will be able to see into what's underneath, and it will be flashing up. There's also a compressor. There is future plans for this, but I needed to make sure that everything fits in place of where I need to, because I've actually had to put this piece of panel work in, otherwise the whole lot is fully exposed and there's nowhere for it to go. So that is also custom made. We've got the custom side skirt extensions. As we can see here, these do flare up. Deep dished the wheels so far. The design of the center wheel is kind of being decided at the moment. We've got variations of what the idea and what would work, what what would look the best with this build. So yeah, if you have any ideas, obviously definitely drop us a message what you think would look cool on this car. You see that I haven't lowered the back at the moment. There is a reason for this, depending on what the future preferences are. Obviously at the moment it is a static build, but there's every possibility it could go to air ride. But again, this is undecided at the moment, but I need to plan ahead just in case. Going on to the inside of the car. So we have obviously the front speakers. We also have a stereo here. This is I think 2.5 inch screen, runs Bluetooth. Obviously you've got SD card in there, you've got audio output. There is also separate steering wheel controls, which can be hooked up. So like a little remote that connects to the steering wheel, which again is something that will fit. The plan for that is, obviously we can see that there's a hole here, and the next thing on the list is this 4.5 inch screen, which will be fitting here nicely, hooked up to this, which the idea would be when there's an SD card playing or a little film playing, it will also come through on this screen as well. We've got a double voltmeter. The reason for this is because of the electrics that is involved with this car. I'm going to be running 2 batteries. So this is the original loom. We've got 1 battery here, and there will be a secondary battery underneath the seat. So the key switch will be for the driving side of the car, and then the push button will be for the actual audio side of things, the lights, and yeah. So we're running on 2 different looms basically. Also got flick switches, so these will be for the audio, neons and side lights. The reason I do this is just so that the client can choose what they want to have on at one time. So it kind of gives them that option instead of just turning the key or pressing the button and then everything's all lit up and then you might not want the audio on. So it's just easier with a flick switch. So again, I have the forwards and backwards switch out at the moment. There's a reason for this, which we'll just come to the back of the car now. So as we can see here, there is in fact a little reversing camera just here. So obviously the idea is that the screen will be linked to this reversing camera, so they'll get a visual input. There is a Range Rover Vogue that I've already done with a reversing camera. There's a video of that on our Facebook page.
Little CD player, put it in reverse. It's got a reversing camera on there. You're doing good. You got a little neon.
I've also put twin pipes here and here, and also a custom little rear diffuser. We're working on the lights at the moment because the lights are actually red, but the build that we want to do, they're actually black, like the LED sort of style. So yeah, tonight's job, or today's job, I think I'm going to go with looking at the wiring on the dash, getting that screen in so it's fitting nicely, so it's hooked in, and then just doing a bit of a trial and error and a bit of testing, hoping that it works the way that I hope it works. Camera is hooked up and wired up. Typically, I've left my voltmeter at work, so I was unable to hook up the switch for the reversing camera, but I did need to run power to the screen and the reversing camera because the first screen that was actually purchased for the car didn't work, which was quite annoying, so I had to check all the wiring prior to getting a new screen. So anyway, as we can see at the back here, and there's the reversing camera. If I wave my hand in front of it, we can see the visual of the reversing camera itself. It was originally 180 degrees out, which I have since turned around. So the next plan for this is, when I've got my voltmeter, is I've got to check the voltage to the reverse switch, possibly if there's because this is a two-sided switch, if there is no feed on one side completely, I'll have to run a complete separate feed to that switch, so then it relays back to the screen, and then obviously back to the camera. So it's working out how I can run the screen, two screens at the same time. I'm just going to move this screen out of the way. So the plan would be, obviously I've got to buy an adapter piece so that goes from the camera, so I've got a double input to the back of the head unit, so that I get a visual on both, because at the moment I'm just getting a visual on this screen. I'm not getting a visual on this, so it's just a case of wiring that up, which hopefully won't be too bad. So yeah, at the moment, obviously it's excuse the wiring, but it's the best that I could do. You kind of have to make use of what you've got, really. So yeah, we can see here as well that the switches are hooked up. So this is the audio switch. If I switch that off, that turns off, and then this one, the running lights switch, as we can see the amber lights on the bottom here, which obviously were custom made and custom fitted, and then the next switch will in fact be the neons, but I've got to hook them in, and then I will label each one of these up so that the client knows what switch is what. And then this would be the standard light switch. We can see that 2 batteries are in the back. I'm just using 1 battery at the moment for the accessories, because this battery here does actually need a charge. It's only on around about 7 volts. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's a bit of an insight. Well, that's the first vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A bit more of an insight as to what I'm doing. A couple of time lapses there, so you can see obviously what I'm working with when it comes to doing a kids car build. I can't buy parts off the shelf. I have to make them. Hopefully I'll have the garage sorted some in a bit more of a better working position, but these things can't be helped when you move house, unfortunately. So yeah, please go and like obviously the page. Obviously shout out to Audio Boffins for the audio for the builds, and yeah, any other company that works with us. We've got in-house media down south POV, got Exeter 3D printing, we've got Devon custom trimming, my good friend Sam, who does the wrapping for me. So many people that we like working with. So yeah, please go and check out page, give us a like and a follow on Instagram and on Facebook, and please share what we're doing. Hope you're enjoying it. Until next time.